Hello there and welcome. So the panel from hell just ended. I wanted to make a quick video on what information we got there and what happened in general. This is going to be a very quick recap because it's very late where I live, and I am gonna make a more comprehensive video after and go more into detail. So everyone who pre-ordered is gonna get the digital deluxe edition as a little thank you from Larian to helping out Baldur's Gate 3 getting to where it is now. One thing they were putting a lot of emphasis on is that your choices matter, and that doesn't just mean your choices in the game, but also the creation of your character matters. So it matters the choices you make at the beginning of the game go all the way through the game, and the game kind of prepares after you made your character according to the choices you made on how to react to you. And then on a second level, it takes your reactions during the game into consideration, but they wanted to make sure that we all know that a rogue halfling is not gonna have the same experience as a rogue half orc, for example, but also two of the same halfling sorcerers are not gonna have the same experience depending on what you have chosen at the start. One of the main points of the panel from hell was the revamp of the character creation. They introduced us to all the options that are available, and you can see it later now in the video. They also wanted to make the whole system way more user-friendly, so people who have not played D&D before and are not really familiar with the system can also make their characters very easily and not have a problem right at the start of the game. And they also added class introduction animations. So when you pick a class, it shows a little animation that is trying to tell you what that character will be when you are playing it and how it will be as you play it.
With elves, what would you customize on elves if you would start?
So for elves, I want to show you our kind of skin customization options. So we added maturity, which is a slider, which can make you a bit older. We have freckles and freckles intensity, so you can really be unique in your look. And we, of course, have vitiligo pigmentation.
All right, cool. All right, let's move on. Let's have a look at the next one.
All right.
Tieflings.
Tieflings, yeah. Some of you might have guessed, but we've added horn customization. Well, you already could customize how your horns look, but now you can customize your horn color and even your horn tip color.
All right.
Shall we get
excellent.
this purple?
Yeah.
All right.
I like the purple horn.
Yeah.
All right. Coolest. All right, let's move onwards.
Okay. Drow character. So for Drow character, we can show you some of the scarring options that we have. And not only we added some additional customization option, but as you can see now, you can actually see what you customize.
Okay.
So there are some beautiful icons.
All right. Excellent.
From.
All right, let's move forward.
Right, humans. So what we want to showcase for humans is actually more hair options. So now it's a really long list to scroll. And you can finally see what you're picking as well, because
the hair in the
so
game
is
is really, really special and amazing. But it's a lot of work, right, to get every single hair in there?
The work is like really intense. One hairstyle can take a lot of time because you basically hand place in each and every hair, like in the place, in the position. It's much harder than, doing like a hairdo.
I can imagine. All right, let's move onwards.
All right. Githyanki.
My favorites.
Yeah. Actually, let's go.
Well, my
with
second
the,
favorites now.
Yeah.
You changed that.
With Githyanki, well, I wanted to show our hair coloring options as well. So this is something that we added in early access. So you can have 3 hair colors. You can have your natural hair color, you can have your highlight, and then you can have grain color. And we're adding more colors on release, actually. So it's gonna give you the opportunity to, have a 3-colored hair.
All right. Okay, let's move forward.
All right, dwarves. Well, of course, I want to showcase some facial hair for the dwarves. There are a couple of extra options if you want to pick them. Some nice bushy beards.
The bushy beard.
Yeah. Some silly beards, of course.
I like that one. Let's go for that one.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
All right. Half elf. So with half elf, actually, I want to showcase the body type.
True.
Yeah. We haven't shown the body type. So now, not only you can be, well, just the regular body type, but also the strong body type. Finally.
Indeed. Yeah.
Buff.
All right, move onwards.
All right, halflings. For halflings, well,
It's halflings. You want to
Yeah.
throw them around. I mean, that's literally the thing with halflings, right?
I
You
would
know
imagine
what
so.
I prefer even over throwing halflings? Your next one.
Drone gnomes. Yeah,
absolutely.
Exactly.
With gnomes, so they are really, really easy to throw away.
Indeed. We can show you one extra thing that we've added to our body art tab, which is piercings, which are also available for all of the races.
Okay, cool. All right, you've been busy. Go ahead. What else do you have? You have orcs there?
Half orcs, yes.
They look very cool.
Yeah. So with half orcs, I do recommend going with everything, add a tattoo, add a piercing design, and obviously you can't have a half orc without a good scar, so let's go with that.
All right, very cool. Okay, let's move onwards to the race that everybody's been playing ever since we introduced it here in the studio.
Hey, are you guys ready?
Absolutely.
Drum roll.
Go. Definitely.
Show him.
Dragonborns. Here they are. So Dragonborns is actually our most technically challenging race because other races are humanoids, these guys are reptiles. Took insane amount of efforts to get them right, to make their scales perfect, to color them. Like it's been truly a journey making these guys.
Very long one, but they look fantastic.
Yeah.
And you can customize a lot about your dragon heads, right?
Yeah, there are a couple of attachments you can pick from, and all of the attachments work on all of the heads. And of course, there is a skin color, which, we added a bunch of very exciting options for you guys. There are metallic skin colors, like kind of duochrome skin colors. But what we added on top of that is, for a white Dragonborns, we added pearlescence effect.
I can't even pronounce it, but I love it. It's really, really cool.
Adds like this special sheen to you.
All right.
Makes you especially cool.
All right. And can you switch genders?
Yes.
See. Okay, cool. Can you zoom in? All right. They're so cool. I mean, I've been playing with Dragonborn the entire time. I was a Shadow Monk Dragonborn today. It was really, really cool. All right.
Something we forgot to mention, there is a heterochromia now. So your eyes could be a different color.
Another word I can't pronounce.
All right. And, for one subclass, we also added like a special kind of like touch for Dragonborns, because you might have a question like how the draconic bloodline sorcerer would look if you're a Dragonborn, because normally you would get draconic scales, but you're covered in scales. So what did we do? So for that,
Sorcerer.
so we added a special pattern that also changes color depending on your ancestry.
Yeah.
So you can truly be like a duochrome Dragonborn, and then you can throw in a draconic bloodline pattern and like be, the prettiest member of your party.
It's absolutely amazing what character our team has done on this. They look fantastic. Merits a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. It's really.
They also talked about subclasses. So some of the subclasses will only be available later in the game, not at character creation. One of the most important features, in my opinion, that they announced is respecing. So you will be able to find a character in the game that will let you respec your character. This is great for multi-classing, but also for making your party more suited to your needs. This obviously extends to all your party members, but also there is available a system or characters called hirelings, which there are 12 hirelings, and all these hirelings are different characters with different classes. You can make them yourself, so you can just create new characters and you can just play them instead of using your party or one of the characters that you can see here on the screen, for example. This is nice if you want maybe a lonely playthrough, so you can play without the input of other characters and you really can just focus on yourself, but are not really confident on going through the whole game alone. Or one of the other features they mentioned is, for example, if you want to do a all bards group, you cannot do that. Or if you want to do, for example, which I definitely will try, is a full rogue group and just stealth around. Another huge part was DARKURGE. DARKURGE is an origin character, but the specific thing of him is you can create him, you can create a completely new character, and the DARKURGE options will be available in it. And the DARKURGE options are as shown in the next video.
All right. Okay, right. You're going to show us a small slice of DARKURGE because we don't want to spoil it for players.
Tiny.
Right? So really small, but this is at the beginning of the game, so it is a spoiler, but it's so at the beginning of the game that I think it's not that much of a spoiler. All right, go ahead.
Indeed. So I'm exploring the crash site. You've probably seen it in early access. And as DARKURGE, I've already recruited Shadowheart, and I've come across some goblin corpses, so of course I'm going to loot them. So let's loot them. Some stuff. I take it.
You drink in the pungent corpse. Since you awoke on the ship, your mind has been cold and empty, but something stirs. With your hands close to this body, you know nothing of why, but find a half smile flittering across your face.
Let the grin fall across your face or push the smile away. Are we fighting it, Sven?
We are not fighting
Me?
it.
Never.
Look, I'm a lizard, right? So I can't even stop smiling. It's just...
This feels like home. There's something unknown and unspeakable deep within your heart.
All right.
All right.
All right, spooky.
Having some dark urges here.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. And here's another little thing that is a bit different from early access. This little portal. Why don't we click on it?
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Oh, dangerous. Yeah, I'm definitely touching it. Well.
A hand? Anyone?
So that's different already from what we had in early access, right? This is the recruitment scene of Gale. He used to jump out. Now suddenly we see a hand pop out.
Indeed.
All right.
And we have a few things we could do. We could ask, who are you? Or slap the hand away. But the unique thing for DARKURGE is to fantasize about hacking off the hand.
You're only thinking about it.
Hold
right,
on, give me
Nick?
2 seconds. I'm just checking what chat is doing. I can
So
see what you're doing,
chat, I
chat.
see a lot
I've
of
never
wands,
seen
chat.
so many wands in my
I-
life.
I am not disappointed in chat.
It's like binary
No,
code.
it's all once. All right, okay. So,
Someone will slap it. But
all right.
right, so what bad can just thinking about it do, right?
This branch of flesh is begging to be pruned, and its sap sucked from.
My mistress' eyelids! Stop! Cease, you loon! Ah! Ah!
As soon as the dreams cross the threshold of your imagination, you snap back to realize they have all come true.
You were supposed to lend a hand, not take one.
She glides through you. You were dazed on the Nautilord, but now you are truly awake. Alive.
So this can be a very lonely journey.
I like his hands-on approach, but
Let's give Nick a hand.
Before you go to sleep, I'd like you to show a little bit of camp clothes if you can.
yes. So you will see that when you go to camp now, you're wearing something more comfortable than your metal armor. As you can see on Sven, it's not incredibly comfortable.
It's
to
new
sleep on.
armor.
It is a new armor.
Look at me. All right. It's not a new armor.
Very loud.
It's a summer armor.
Very new, very loud
Yeah.
armor.
All right, anyway. Sorry.
Anyway, nobody can sleep in that. So you can sleep on something more comfortable, like these pants. Dragonborn would like to go shirtless, I suppose. These items are just clothing that you can equip. You can find more in the world. You can apply dyes to them as well. So you can customize how you look in camp. And if you really want to, you can also keep wearing it outside of camp as well with this little switch right here.
All right, cool. So everybody has camp clothes you can buy. You can go and shop.
Yes, you can go shop, you can buy them. All of the origins have a unique pair as well, which was a lot of work for the character team, I'm sure.
Yes, it was. Do you have my the thing I asked you, or do you not have it? My little
So many
cloak.
things.
My cloak.
Oh, no, no.
It's okay. It's all right. Never mind.
We'll show
All
you
right. I like that cloak. Anyway.
Yeah, cloaks are a thing, by the way. Cloaks were not there in early access.
Oh, yes, true.
We're going to have cloaks.
But we don't have one right now.
We'll show it.
All right. And,
Find a place.
and you can recolor all of it, but with dye.
You can apply colors to clips.
All right. Okay. Cool. All right. If we get there, we'll see how this stream goes. Make sure that we remember to put on some face paint also, because I really enjoy face painting. It's really.
We'll see.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. So that's clothes. Let's go sleep.
Let's go sleep. I just do a partial rest.
As you writhe with sickly dreams, a deep dread floods you. Though you have a tadpole, you know your broken mind is not like the others who bear the worm. A few scraps of the past come back to you now and then, but you can never quite tell where the knowledge comes from. Inexplicable, violent yearnings overwhelm all other thoughts. Who could you possibly be to be their vessel?
All right.
Think upon your heritage. Is there truth hidden there?
The ancestral knowledge of your dragon clan is diluted amid the liquid hate in your blood. It must have been a very long time among your kind. When you try to think of a home, your mind twists itself back to indulge in the delights of the day. You recall waking up, hearing the pounding war drum of blood. How much you treasured the sight of the first corpse you took, the waggling stump you left of that wizard's arm.
Do we swear to resist? Or do we lean in?
No.
Lean in.
Lean
It's okay.
deeper.
We'll let the
Your
players will
body
resist
feels
anyway.
aroused,
We're gonna.
imagining a broken,
Chat agrees.
twisted neck, and a thrill thinking of a intestine. As these images flood your mind, you fall soundly asleep like a babe in arms. Blood, 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 blood.
I think there's a message there. All right.
So as you can see, it isn't really a character per se, but it is a character that you make on your own. And the question is if you give in to the dark urge that you have, or if you don't give in into the dark urge that tempts you. My theory about dark urge is that it's maybe one of the orc gods, resurrection. There is a very brutal orc god called Groomsh, and I think he died in D&D lore. And if I could venture to guess, maybe the idea is that this deity has been reborn into you as Darkheart, and that's why you have all these dark temptations. And the last part, they talked about how they added 33% options for conversations for the final version of the game, which is huge. And they also elaborated more on the romance option. That romance isn't really just about making quests and handing in quests to the thing or person you want to romance. It is more about trying to actually have a romantic relationship in some way, and different characters react to different things very differently. And apparently, the system is very nuanced with a lot of background choices going on. Some of the options you saw with DARKURGE are really, really interesting. Although I do have to say I am very upset as to what happened with Gale in their choice. How dare you? And also, I am very excited about being able to respec and change specs, but still stay with my character if I want to. Thank you very much for watching the video. As I said, there will be an upcoming video going more into detail coming in the next few days. Subscribe if you liked the video. Like the video if you liked the video. Dislike the video if you disliked the video. And don't forget to follow me on Twitch if you want to see me play Baldur's Gate 3 live. Have a very nice evening.
Few mortals ever glimpse what you're about to see. But don't be alarmed. I'm here with you. Now, open your eyes.
Master, you are the chosen one.